y'all can hear me. Countdown is going off. All right, we have 10 seconds before we are live again. So, 3, 2, 1, live. Hey, everybody, how's it going? Boomslang here. Welcome to the channel. It is Sunday, July 13th. And I did two things today. I did more than two things, but two things that I wanted to do today. I went to card show up in Burlington, New Jersey at the Elks Lodge up there. It was a very sparse crowd today and even sparse vendors. And I attribute that to the fact that there was another show going on in Voorhees, a couple miles to the south. That's a bigger show, a lot of vendors, a lot of foot traffic. So that's what I'm attributing that to. Now I opted to not go to that one because I wasn't happy with it the first time I went last year. So I figured I've had some, there's RJ, and yes, we are back. I've had some luck with this other card show. So let's get into it. So for those of you who were not here when I started my introduction to what's going on here today, two things I did today that I wanted to do. I did more than two things, but two things that I wanted to do. One was go to a card show in Burlington, New Jersey at the Elks Lodge. Very sparse crowd. Probably only have, I don't know, 2/3 the amount of vendors that are normally there. And I attribute that again to the card show that's going on, I don't know, 10 or 15 miles south at Voorhees, New Jersey, which is a lot larger one. A lot of vendors, a lot of foot traffic there. And that's the foot traffic is actually the reason why I didn't go to that one this time, because the aisles were too narrow and the people were just clogging the aisles, whether they're looking at stuff or they're just blocking the aisle, gabbing amongst themselves in a little group that they had there instead of just going somewhere else to talk. They stand right there and just gab, block the whole aisles. I didn't like that. So I opted not to go this time. Now, what I did today, by the way, hey guys, I could put the link up there if anyone else wants to join in and they want to show some cards or whatever. This is your time to get some airtime. Get your cards out there as well, especially if you have never streamed before or you have you don't have a channel, but say, hey, you got a camera, you want to show some cards. Now's the time to do it. We're going to be here for an hour or two. We're going to talk about cards, what I picked up, and what you guys think about it. Now, every time I go, whether it's a flea market or a card show, excuse me, I take a budget. I have a budget. And by the way, I have this camera here because for some reason, my camera is now interfering with this Insta360, which it's AI now. So I guess the AI has self-taught, self-learned, and now it has totally muted my camera on my laptop. I cannot get my laptop camera to work unless I unplug the AI camera, the Insta360. So AI is becoming self-aware, and we need to be aware also. Anyway, so the two things I did today, card show. Second thing I did on the way home, I swung by the Columbus Flea Market, and I picked up some cards at the flea market. So it'd probably be best to show what all I picked up at the card show first. We'll kind of do them in order. Okay, so card show pickups were here. So I spent like about $50. I went with $177. It cost $3 for entry fee, which is very reasonable. And I ended up spending like $94. So here's this is like a $50 order here. And I picked up this Tim Kerr hockey card because it's an O-Pee-Chee. So I'm like, oh, it's an O-Pee-Chee. You know, I can probably sell that out in my store with little to no problem, especially for it was under $1. And then I saw this Barry Sanders. I'm like, ooh, okay, wild card, Barry Sanders. Again, don't go by the stickers because everything was marked down. I saw this Ray Guy football card. It's in nice shape. I'm like, I can sell that one too. And that's from what, 1975. So that's a 1975 Topps football. I saw this Stars and Stripes Montana, so I snatched it up. Pretty cool. Figure I can sell that also. And then I'm working on my 59 set. So I did pick up some cards for me, and whatever cards I don't need, I will put in my store. So my 59 binder is down in the garage. So again, I'm unprepared. But anyway, here's what we got. I picked up this Carl Erskine. Now it does have a crease across here. So that'll just go in my store and I'll sell it. No crease cards. No crease cards go in my collection. That's a thing. That's a thing with me. This Jimmy Constable. I don't worry about centering or little soft corners, but ink and creases are a no-go. You always seem to find great stuff at the flea markets. I don't know. It is what it is, I guess. Timing too, right? It's all timing, I guess. Here's a 59 Don Pavletich, Cincinnati Reds catcher. And the guy got a note on here. It's a rookie. So these are card show pickups, by the way. This stack here is what I got from the card show. This Milt Pappas from 1959. Right. Now these the ones that are marked $2, I actually had to pay $2 for. So the Milt Pappas, and then this Mickey Vernon. And it's got like these ink stamps here too. I don't dig that. I'm not digging the stamps. So these 59s were $2 each. That was for sure. He charged me $2 for them. But everything else he kind of knocked down, and it came out to like $50. This 67, I believe it is. Yep, 67 Topps. Dave Nicholson. I never liked 59 Topps. Actually, don't like the circle too much of the image is obscured for no reason. Yeah, true that. True that. But sometimes you have a card just like this where there's really nothing in the image, a lot of blue sky. So, you know, even the background looks like it's semi-airbrushed. If you get really up onto it, it looks kind of airbrushy. You know what I mean? Like something might have been in the background and the airbrush it out. Actually, it looks like he's sitting on the sofa. That pattern looks like a plaid sofa design. Look at it. It doesn't even look like anything. So who knows? Yeah, he could have taken that, from home. This does have a little stain on the back. 68 Reds rookies. Hal McRae. Uh, 64 Ty Klein. No. Yeah, 64 Ty Klein. 64 Don Landrum. Now the 66 Don Landrum has got 3 variations, and it all has to deal with the buttons on his fly area of his pants. 64 is my least favorite 60 set. Too much white at the top. Okay, too much white. Yeah, you're right. There's a lot of stuff. So he's got 3 versions of his 66 Topps. I have all 3 of them now for my master set of 66. but the set is not complete. And I lied. I do have my 59 tops binder here. Hold on. It is right over here. I done lied to everybody. Let me reach over here, grab this baby. The binder looks like it's from 1959 too, though. So let me pull these out. Just pull out the 59s that we looked at already, because I have more 59s. Let's put this off to the side right now. I know you're not going to be able to see every card. We'll move the camera. Whoa. Don't break it, Mick. Don't break it. Just pull the camera right out of its holder. Back in there. There we go. I just want you to come up a little bit. Then we can look down on the cards. Hey, not at me, pal. See what I mean? The AI, it's got a mind of its own. The AI has a mind of its own. All right, so now these are probably going to be looking upside down because the camera has been spun around. So let me see what I can do. Okay, Mr. Camera. We're going to spin you and see what we can do. There we go. Better. Whoops, right there. Sorry about that. Oh, no, don't die. Don't you dare die. There we go. All right, so we're a little far away, but so you can see which ones I need. I have markers in here for the key cards. Card number 1. So these 59s that I just set here to the side are what numbers? 217. You have different colored backs. So you got what they call the white backs and the gray backs. Some cards come in both variations, both versions. All right. So the first one I'm looking for is card number 115, the Mickey Vernon. So let's go through that one. I need a lot. I need a lot of the 59. I ain't gonna lie. And that includes the mantle. All right, so here would be the spot for 115, the Mickey Vernon. So we'll put the Mick in there. Old Mickey Vernon is gonna go in there. Booyah Kasha, we added one. 217 is next. $13, $14, $15, $16. 217 would be up here. That should be 219. Yep. So 217 is the Carl Erskine. It is creased. It is not going in there. 391. $380, $389, $4, $391 would be here, this open spot right here, and that is the Milt Pappas. How does old Milt look? Oh, he's got 2 little marks there. I don't know. I'm up in the air about that. But I'll put him in there for now. But he's got, looks like 2 little dimples, 2 little indentations. Next is 451. Whatever happened to your tracking system for your cameras? Oh, it's still there. It's still there. I can turn it off and on, and sometimes it turns itself on, unfortunately. Okay, 459 or 451 is this Jimmy Constable. And this one just slightly centered better. Let's see how it looks. So this is will be an upgrade, hopefully. Yeah, we'll give it an upgrade. It's got some white showing on the border. The other one has no white. It's definitely got a miscut issue, and it's also got a border issue. It's got a little tear or something going on there. So that's the one that came out, and it's got, see how it's really cut, and it's got something going on right there. All right, and now 494 is next. 493. Looks like we got the Don Pavletich, and that's this guy here. This one looks like it has better. Well, it's got a crease. Never mind. Never mind. And that takes care of that. So those other ones will go in the store. And looks like I get to put 2 in my binder for now. I think I have more 59s in there that we'll look at, and when we come to them. So let me move this off to the side. And continue with the rest of the pickups. Yeah, this is a track, like I said, this AI camera it totally knocked my other camera offline, and now it's not even working. So we'll put these there so you can kind of see them looking straight, even though they're crooked for me. Jerry Lynch, that's a 1964 tops. Put all these over here. A 1960 tops, Gino Simoli. It does have a corner, dog-eared corner. Another 1960 tops, Art Schulte. Now my 1960 tops binder, I guarantee you, is not up here. That's downstairs in the garage. 64 tops, Earl Batty. Just say Batty, whatever. (1966) tops, Billy Hoffett. Here's a 59. Now I grabbed a couple of these. There might be even another one in here. There's a 60, a 59. Yeah, okay. So we got 59. There's Pete Wizenet, whatever. How about a Dick Hyde or Hyde Dick? That's what you played with your girlfriend back in the day. 1960 top, Frank House. 1960 top, Danny Kravitz. 60 tops, Hal Brown. 1960 tops, Johnny Romanowski. 59 tops, Don Blastengame. 59, Johnny Cucks. 59, Chuck Tanner. 59, Jim Owens. It does have a little stain up there. 60 tops, Glenn Hobby or Hobie. Got 2 Solly Drakes, and one has got a stamp number 12 on it. So but I bought them both because I can probably throw this one up in my store and sell it, and if I needed this one, I can put it in my binder. If not, they both go in the store for sale. So let's finish out this pile here. I got a 86 Dunruss Rod Carew, a 74 tops George Foster, 67 tops Rick Wise, who was part of the trade for Steve Carlton, and because Wise was the better pitcher at the time, supposedly. Didn't turn out that way. How about a Dick Groat, another Phillies? Phil Lentz, and I'm not a Phillies guy. This is just cards that I picked out because they look really clean, good. Jim Brewer, Wes Parker, Ron Peronowski, and Cap Peterson. So that stack roughly minus the two that I put in there was $50. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 20, 21, 22, 31, 15, 33, 34, 39. 39 cards for $50. Not bad. How could you not be a Phillies guy? Damn Yankee. Yeah, that's right. I am a damn Yankee. All right, so let's look for the, since I got my binder right here, I can kill two birds with one stone. We're going to look into the binder. Hopefully the camera won't go nuts. All right, so now numerically, we'll put these in order. Oh, low number, 14, 498, 491, 2, 503. That's a high number, 406. 2 406s, okay. All right. Card number 14. Wow, this Andy Pafko's wrecked. And card 14 is right there, Pete Wizenat. So, this one's got a number stamped on the back, so I will not put it in my store. It's got a penciled in, and someone wrote in pencil a number 8, and it's got like a number 9 stamp right there. So that will not go in my binder. We'll go to 234 is next, and that's already got, that's Chuck Tanner. I probably for sure don't have that one, because I also picked cards that I seem to think that I didn't recognize. And sure enough, 230, 31, 32, 33, 34 is right there. It's supposed to be this guy, Chuck Tanner. And he's got October 28th and a 9 again stamped there, and October 28th stamped on it. Not going in my binder. It'll go in my store to be sold. 289. $289 is Johnny Cucks. Right there he is there. The one I have is all cut up. Oh my God. Oh my God, that's terrible. That's a hand-cut card if I ever seen one. Oof. Even though this one's got a little paper loss, I'll put it in there as a holder for now, but I'm not 100% happy with this one either. It's got some paper loss going right there on his neck. See the white spot. So it'll go there for now, but not happy with it. 406. Okay, Roy McMillan is 405. There's nothing in 406. It's supposed to be this Solly Drake. So I'll put this one in here because it's not stamped. It does have a centering issue and some other problems, but this has a number stamp, 12 on it. So that is going in my store. $4.91. $4.81. $4.90. $4.91 is the Don Blasting game up here. Mine has better corner. This one has better corners, not better centering. Both of the, I didn't even check the backs to see if they're the same color backs, but some of them have two versions of the backs. It's got a crease up there, so I'll swap it out unless this one's got creases in it somewhere that I didn't see. Yeah, it's all creased up. It's worse than the one I just took out. All right. So this has got some spooge right there, and it's got some creasing right there. You can see it. Two little creases there. Not going to make it. Put this one back. It's got the muffed up corner, but it'll have to do. All right, $4.98. $4.98 is this Dick Hyde down here, and here's Dick Hyde up here. It's funny, they both got a similar. You can see there's, may not be able to see it, but there's a line across here. So you can see there's a faint line going across there, and this one has an even fainter line going across there too. It's got something going on there. It's got a corner issue, and it's got a number 9 stamp on the back. Nope, I'll just keep the one I got. And now 503. And there's 564 cards in this. No, 572 cards in this set. 572. Right? Am I right? Yeah, 572. Hold on. Yeah, why is 285 in the back? Because it's a different color back, I guess. Yeah, so 503. 503 is Jimmy Owens down here. This one's way off center. You can see the huge border there. This back looks good, promising. Same colored backs. That's got a centering issue. This one does not. Let's see what else, if there's any other problem with it. It does have that stain. I might be able to live with that if I can just get it off of there. Let's see. No, that's some kind of, oh, there it goes. Yeah, got it. Got it. It was some kind of gum or something stuck on there. I'll go with this one. I'll keep this one, and I'll swap it out with this one that's miscut. There we go. Miscut one. Now it goes into the store. And that's it for 59s. That's it for that vendor at the show pickups. Let's see. What else do I have that I picked up at the show? Flea Market, show pickups. So this stack was $25 at the show. They had a special. You get 40 cards for $10. They had it, like you get 20 cards for $5 or 15 cards for $5, something like that. Anyway, I went with the biggest one they had, which was it was 15 for $5, 40 for $10. So I took the 40 for $10 twice, and then I came up with a number of 20, and they just charged me $10 for it. So here's a newer Garbage Pail Kids, but it's like a chrome refractor. A Larry Bird. Bring the camera back down. Larry Bird. Even got, look at that. Look, someone drew a picture of Larry Bird in the background. I didn't see that till just now. Larry Bird and the Bird. This little punch out of Kevin Garnett. Upper Deck card. It's a standout. Punch it out, stand that up. I picked up these cards for my son, who he'll go through them, and then whichever ones he has, he'll give back to me, and I'll put them in my store. And that is the Aaron Rodgers. Another Aaron Rodgers. Got this one from my store, Terry Bradshaw. this Travis Kelce, Marino on his Prism, Emmett. Here's another Rogers on Contenders. I remember everyone was searching for these in the Stadium Club packs. And if your team went to the Super Bowl or playoffs, you could get a complete set of cards if your team won. So this is the Eagles Super Bowl card. Needless to say, that was not a winner. I got this rookie card of Oswaldo Peraza. I got this Mike Trout all out, or laid out. I'm calling it all out because he's all out. I got this Cameron Maybin. It's I don't know, gold border, whatever. I don't know, but it's numbered to 2020. It's number 1010 of 2020. So I don't know, bookends. I don't know. Here's a pink Josh Bell, numbered to 299, 201 of 299. Here's a Bobby Witt 35th anniversary, just paper. A Jacob deGrom mosaic, and it's Ace of Spades. I got this Brian Reynolds from Dunruss. They got it in a Pokemon thing, but here it is. And it's, I don't know, Stars and Stripes or whatever it is. It's got stars on it. Another Mike Trout with the 72 design in action design. Mike Trout with the 1984 Dunruss design. It's 2018. I got this Topps Chrome refractor of, I don't know if it says refractor or not, or if all chromes were refractors at this point, who knows, but it's Matt Olson, 35th anniversary. Got a Big Bang Vladdy Jr. card from Panini. I got this 52 design Ronald Acuna Jr., not numbered, just cardboard. Then I got this leaf design of, that's a magic back. It's not the real back. They stuck it in that kind of a holder for some reason. But Ronald Acuna Jr. I got this Bowman Juan Soto, 35th anniversary, 86 Topps design, Ken Griffey Jr. I got this rookie card of Ryan Mountcastle. This was just a cool looking Frankie Frisch from Select. Pretty cool card. A make-believe card of Cal Ripken Jr. rookie year. It's Heritage or something like that. E-card of Barry Bonds. I guess that's the card number right there. I don't know. Here's a Upper Deck Update Cal Ripken Jr. All-Star, or Final Edition, but I didn't call it Top Upper Deck Final, but it's their update. Stadium Club Kirby Puckett. Stadium Club Bo Jackson with a Magic the Gathering back. Let's see if I can get out of here. There you go. There's the Bo. Stadium Club Parallel Dugout Dirt Ken Griffey Jr. This is the gold foil. Just a neat looking 87 Fleer record setter Don Mattingly card that I saw. Fleer stickers, Rod Carew from 86. Fleer Hall of Famer, future Hall of Famer, Tom Seaver. You know, they didn't lie there. He's a Hall of Famer. And here's a all-star team of Roger Clemens from 1988 Fleer. Here's a Sport Flick, Donnie Baseball. Another Sports Flick with a bunch of guys on it, but Donnie Baseball is one of the heads floating around here in the top. I saw these two cards and I'm like, oh, that's interesting. Ken Griffey Jr., never seen them before. Let's just pick them up and see what we can do with them. Complete player, I have no idea. And here's another one from that same set, except this one's much thicker than that other one. So I don't know why one's super thick and the other one's base card. No, you know what? I think there's two there. That's why. Okay, they're stuck together. So let's hope it doesn't ruin the cards. It did not. Oh, so I got two for the price of one. Thank you very much. There's that one. They are numbered on the back. That's 8. That's 7. This one is 6. So I got 6, 7, and 8. Here's a Conlon Collection Connie Mac, but it's the maroon type border, whether they're promos or whatever they are, they're parallels. There you go. Got this Doc Gooden. It's a High Pro Marketing Incorporated, copyright 1987. It's kind of like maybe the predecessors to Action Pact, because there's some embossing going on there. Here's a Oklahoma City 89ers, Juan Gonzalez, minor league card from CMC, 1990. Here's a card of Tony Gwynn that I saw. I'm like, oh, I've never seen this. What is this? No, I'll just buy it. It's a Team Out baseball. It's got the Major League logo, so it's all good. Here's the 89 update, Nolan Ryan, 89 tops. And he had a few of these, so I grabbed the 89 update of Randy Johnson as well, 3 of them. Here's a 87 update of Fred McGriff. Opening day from 87 Dunruss. Canseco. 84 tops, Tony Gwynn. 85 Dunruss, Mike Schmidt. Pete Rose. And then another Pete Rose, like an update card or something like that. But he is with the Expos in that one. 84 Dunruss, Ferguson Jenkins. 83 or 84 Fleer. Can't read the fine print there. But it's got 2 Hall of Famers on it. Brett and Gaylord Perry. About some 86. Yep, 86 Fleer update. Bobby Bonilla. Regular 86 Fleer, Tony Gwynn. And the regular Mike Schmidt. And we got some 83, I believe these are. 82, what are they? 81. 81 Fleer, Yaz. Seaver. 2 Aussies and another Seaver. We've got also Robin Yount. We got some 81 Dunross. Seaver. Seaver again. Bench. Ozzy. And Yount. This one's all creased up. Never seen it before. But it's a Satchel Paige card. don't know, it's Hoyle Products. So Hoyle, I think, made playing cards too. So I don't know. Same company got into making some baseball. It's all creased up, but I figured, I can put it in my store and probably sell it for a couple bucks. A 78 Tops RBI leaders with George Foster. 77 Tops Gaylord Perry. Verizon, Rob Andrews, Dave Concepcion. The Sparky is the Burger King card. It's number 10. And this Fred Stanley is the same. It's number 16. So they're the Burger King ones. Then I got 76. Yep, 76 Tops. Jim Bibby, father to the basketball player Henry Bibby. Dave Nelson. Dave Rosello. Mike Norris. Earl Williams. Jim Todd. Catchers and outfield rookie card. Here's a Dave Parker. I was shocked to find in this box, so cheap. So I grabbed a Dave Parker, Carl Morton, George Doc Medich, Cesar Geronimo, Brian Downing, Ed Figueroa, Jim Hughes, Tom House, Dave May, Marty Perez, Mike Lum. And then this is an insert card from, I don't know when, but there it is. But it's in really, really good shape. It is embossed. It's an original. It's not a reprint or anything like that. And it's of Ron Hunt. And here's a 66 Tops Phil Lintz. And it does have corner creasing. And that is that. That is all my pickups from the card show. Now, again, so this was $25 for this. So that's like 75 bucks spent at the card show. And then on my way home, I stopped. Let me get a drink real quick. I stopped at the flea market. Let me get my drink. Drink you too. Get my vodka martini, shaken, not stirred. Okay, now for the flea market pickups. So I got there, and the flea market, even though I got there around noontime, the flea market in Columbus was closing down. Sunday they closed down early. The vendors all get going home and get ready to go back to work. But for this little lot here, I paid $5 off this one vendor, and he had a lot of cards. I just didn't have enough time to look at them all. But he had this Masters of the Game, Ricky Henderson. I can get it out of the thing here. Okay. Get out of that old beat up penny sleeve. A lot of his penny sleeves were just falling off the cards. But it's numbered to 199. You see the numbers down here. So it's numbered to 199. And I got it for under $1. Here's a Barry Sanders. Not numbered or anything like that, but it's a Barry Sanders. So I'll pop that in my store and try to sell that. Here's a 35th anniversary Tops. It's got the brown border or gold border, what do you want to call it? I'm going to call it dirt brown border. Frank Robinson, and it's numbered to 50. It's 7 of 50. Under $1. Here's a purple border. Carlton Fisk does have a little issue right here. It's got a dent in the card. but for under $1, and it's numbered to 175. It's an archive type thing, I guess. 19, well, they don't give the date, so I gotta look it up. 78. I'm gonna say 1978 Topps football, Larry Little. And again, I want to talk about a card that was in really good shape. This is it. So I can sell this in my store too, no problem. It does have a crease there now, I see it. But it's under $1. I can sell it for, $1.59 or something in my store. I saw these there, so I grabbed both of these Munsons. They got plastic stuck to them from penny sleeve material. So 2 of them under $1 each. Then my son again is a Brett Favre type guy. Aaron Rodgers, season opener from Topps 2000 Topps football. Brett Favre, another one, Brett Favre, and then I saw this Barry Sanders, snatched it up, and this was probably the icing on the cake. Walter Payton, Sweetness himself, for under $1, and it's like a 1980. Yeah, 1980 Topps football for under $1. Perfect. Not quite 100% centering, but close enough. For under $1, 12 cards. 9, yeah, 11 cards for $5. So can't beat it. It's under 50 cents a card. So that's that. And then I walked around and I bumped into another vendor, and all his cards were like half price. So I got this stack for $14. And here's a Brett Favre rookie card. I know my son's already got that one. I saw this. This is it looks like the 72 Topps design, but it's like an O-Pee-Chee Canadian football, the Alouettes or something like that. And sure enough, there it is. It's O-Pee-Chee, printed in Canada. So put that in my store. Let's see if we have anyone like that. How about a 1,000-yard club Walter Payton, another Brett Favre. Here's a Brett Favre fantasy forecast 17th, whatever. Falcons, Packers. So, but it's a Brett Favre card for my son. Here's another Brett Favre. This is like a Star Picks. And there it is. Mullet and all. Brett Favre. And then I went on this guy and I bought every Barry Sanders card that he had. I bought them all. These are all going to be the Barry Sanders. Action Packed Barry. Pacific Crown Barry. No, this is Leaf Barry. Wild Card Barry. Almost the same pose as that Barry. Like 2 cameramen there. One guy flips in the ball, and they both snapping pictures almost at the same time, but different angles and just a couple seconds apart, because about to catch the ball. You can see that circle there in the background, and there it is on this camera. So, and then you can't see is this guy in the image because he's out of the frame. 91 Flair Ultra Barry, and he made LT miss. Ground Force Barry from Score. Pro Set Barry, the NFC Pro Bowl. All Pro Barry from Score. Base card Barry, Score. Pro Set Barry. Pro Set Barry again, Pro Bowl. Barry again, Score. Here's the Upper Deck, or no, Stadium Club Barry. 1,000-yard rusher Barry. And then Sweetness, Pro Line, Walter Payton. Couldn't pass that one up either. Not bad. $14 for all of this. Total spent today was $94 on card and $3 for entry fee for the card show. $97 spent total. And that's it, guys. That's all I got for my pickups today. So I haven't quite made an hour. You still there, RJ? I see someone's there. I don't know if RJ's here anymore. But anyway. All right. If there's no questions or comments or anything like that, then we'll be shutting her down. And I got to start getting ready to mosey on over to my eBay store and see what's going on over there, since I haven't really been there since early this morning. But anyway, guys, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching. It's Boomslang signing out saying peace, everybody. We'll see you guys in the next one. There's some bread farce for you, even though I'm not a football guy. All right, later, everyone. Ooh, cards are falling everywhere. Don't forget to check out my eBay store, guys. The banner across the bottom showing the link to my, not the link, but the address, I guess it is, to my eBay store, along with Donald Blumdahl and Airtime, Jeff Airtime cards. Okie clean up this mess. All right, guys, I'm out. Have a great rest of your weekend. And I'll see you guys in the next one, my weekend recap video, which will be coming out tomorrow.